With everything I've seen, I definitely share a small amount of concern for where things are going, but not nearly as much as people would expect. I think if we look back in history, there's always X amount of scare tactics and crisis that we feel are going to happen because we fear change, and then suddenly we realize everything is going to be okay. The bottom line is this is a society based on capitalism, and capitalism needs people in order to work it. As long as there's people, the system will thrive. Whether it's to our benefit or not, that's always the question. Me personally, I'm doing my best to ensure that any member of my family, immediate family or outside family, isn't necessarily dependent on the system itself. My family is comes from the Sudan on my father's side. My wife is from France, but her family originates in Morocco. If all else fails, we got several other places to go, you know? I'm not too worried about it. How important is this next election? I don't honestly know. I think it's really a joke, the entire thing. I don't know how much I believe in our electoral process anymore. I don't know how much it believes in me, to be honest with you. I don't know how much it actually affects my life anymore, especially as a freelance artist who's not dependent necessarily on the economy. I don't know how much politics plays a role in my life. I come from Prince George's County, Maryland. It's one of the wealthiest black counties and populations in the United States, also one of the largest economic gaps between rich and poor. And when I say, if I go to my neighborhood, that it looks like it's in a time capsule. 2-3 decades could go by and entire neighborhoods look completely the same. How many presidencies have gone by within my lifetime where my neighborhood looks the exact same? Nothing has changed. Yet we keep getting wealthier and wealthier, and the gap keeps getting wider and wider, but there's nothing changing visibly in sight anywhere that I look. I'm not sure how much I believe in any of this process anymore. Fear for me is a motivational tool if used in a positive form. For me, fear has always been something that's been good for me. It's been a healthy thing. If I fear something, that means I'm on point. That means I'm sharp. I have a fear of normalcy. I have a fear of working for someone else. I have a fear of not making my own schedule. All of those things scare me to death. And that fear keeps me working. It keeps me creative. It keeps me on my toes.
He kind of stood still, you know what I mean? And I was getting ready to pop in the next beat. He was like, nah. And then something was going and something was clicking for him.
There was a track that I think that maybe Nas had gotten from No ID or something that actually Kanye had done. So he's like, actually, I'm on this album of yours. I did this track actually as a ghost producer.
We realized, yo, we could actually work together. Because if I do something, he'll know why I did that. He won't question it like, are you sure?
Back then, people didn't know how to make this shit. Like, they didn't know how to make this music. I had to really fight to learn how to do it through, like, 4 tracks or, like, 2 tape decks and 1 turntable, like, and actually figure it out. You couldn't go online and figure it out.